Crypto markets fall after Israel strikes Iran and Senator Lummis proposes an AI bill. This is your first look at the crypto markets on CoinDesk Daily. I'm your host, Jen Sanasie. Crypto markets fell as Israeli airstrikes on Iran's nuclear and missile sites roiled global sentiment and sent investors fleeing risk assets. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the overnight attack was aimed at rolling back Iran's nuclear program and missile capabilities. Iran responded with about 100 drones launched towards Israeli territory. The geopolitical escalation saw risk assets across the board plunge. The CoinDesk 20, a measure of the broad crypto market, slid just over 6% in the past 24 hours, and Bitcoin, seen by some as a safe haven investment, dropped almost 3%. Gold surged to $3,445 per ounce, approaching its all-time high. Wish you could access cash without selling your Bitcoin? Ledn makes that possible. The global leader in Bitcoin-backed lending, Ledn has issued over $9 billion in loans since 2018 and never lost a single satoshi of client assets. Why is a Ledn loan different? With custodied loans, collateral is not lent out to generate interest, no credit checks, funds in less than 12 hours, no monthly payments, repay whenever you want with zero penalties. And proof of reserves reports verified by a top accounting firm are published every 6 months. Ledn gives Bitcoin holders a secure, transparent way to unlock liquidity without selling. Learn more at ledn.io. That's ledn.io. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said the XRP token could capture 14% of the volume carried by SWIFT, the global interbank messaging network, within 5 years. Speaking at Apex 2025 in Singapore, he framed the prediction around XRP's utility in transferring funds internationally. He said there are two parts to SWIFT today, messaging and liquidity. He added that liquidity is owned by the banks and, quote, if you're driving all the liquidity, it is good for XRP, so I'll say 5 years, 14%. Ripple is angling to compete on the liquidity layer, arguing that the ability to move capital seamlessly, not just communicate transactions, will let it gain market share. And Senator Cynthia Lummis has introduced the Responsible Innovation and Safe Expertise Act of 2025, also known as the RISE Act. The act will clarify liability frameworks for artificial intelligence used by professionals. In a press release, Lummis said the act would mean that professionals like physicians, attorneys, engineers, and financial advisors would remain legally responsible for the advice they provide, even if it's informed by AI. The proposed bill defines model cards as detailed technical documents that disclose an AI system's training data sources, intended use cases, performance metrics, known limitations, and potential failure modes. All this is intended to help professionals assess whether the tool is appropriate for their work. As it's written now, the act does not mandate that AI models become fully open source. That's a wrap for CoinDesk Daily. Get your morning market update to your inbox every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. You can do that by subscribing to the Crypto Daybook America's newsletter on CoinDesk.com, and we'll see you tomorrow.